Captain's log. Stardate. Monday. I have my own spaceship. Once you have a spaceship, all arguments come to a close because, hey, spaceship. Still, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it though. All the good names were taken. Enterprise, Excelsior, Voyager, Discovery, etc. I would need to find a good name for it soon before I end up calling it the Black and Purple ship. We found Dr. Jim Sano and has agreed to not take over the world and is now my channel's scientific advisor and maker of fine tools because we need to modify our current tech with the ship's computers and synthesizers and...
Excuse me, but you still make YouTube videos for the channel, don't you?
Oh, crap, yeah, you're right.
And there came a day unlike any other, when Earth's mightiest heroes found themselves united against a common threat. On that day, they became the Avengers, the invincible armored Iron Man, Thor, Prince of Thunder, the Hulk, strongest hero there is, and Captain America, the first Avenger.
Avengers, assemble!
Let's get dangerous.
Hello and welcome to Media League Sigma 6, where characters from different media come together in one place. Now, normally when we do these reviews, who's when Melissa is in the air. But this time, this will be my solo review. And I plan to do this review in my own way. Also, welcome to the new Media League set. Oh yeah, the wait's been worth it. Yeah, I'm using this old concert stage as my new set. And I do my reviews. And as you can see, it's a bit more elaborate than the other places we do this. So I bet you're wondering what the review was going to be. Well, it was going to be a review of the first few episodes of... But instead I'm doing 4 comic books to avoid content ID and copyright strikes. Before I stopped being a fan of the franchise, Disney was once a big part of my life. The movies, the TV shows, etc. But when they made those live-action abominations, I just stopped being a fan of Disney. Before I did, there was one cartoon that I liked the most, Darkwing Duck. So let's dig into Darkwing Duck comics made by Boom Studios from 1 to 4. Or should I say, let's get dangerous. Reading from the first page, so no looking at the covers. We open on Drake and Launchpad from DuckTales. It was at a Starbucks, or as they put it, Starbucks to drink. Me personally, I just go there for some apple juice. But all of a sudden, and all the lights but Drake notices is that this is not just a normal blackout. Jim, EW, isn't it? I am to break out your other identity to save the day? Hey, secret, Launchpad, secret! Blackouts don't affect people's hearing. We then cut to Drake in his superhero costume, preparing to fight the supervillain Megavolt. So, Megavolt, well, you thought you were planned to hold Stardust for ransom would succeed. Really? That's his plan? You know, the amount of power the city has, Megavolt's plan has gone through more than just Stardust. But you didn't count on one person. The person whose determination and alertness would still be at maximum power even after the Mouston Marathon. The one person who will be needing a medical insurance at a hospital soon. Oh God, let me sleep. For I am the terror that flaps in the night. For I am the awkward goodbye that lasts far too long. I am Darkwing Duck. But it was revealed to be a newsreel being shown at a company called Quackworks. Drake works there now after giving up his secret superhero life until he overheard what the TV said. But as they prepare to an assembly over the new models for the crime bots, and Drake gets a call from his daughter after the call, he returns home to his desk, where apparently Megavolt is also in, since the two share the same space. Plus, Megavolt somehow, Drake reminds him of Darkwing. Have you ever had the desire to go galloping around ruining other people's fun? No. Oh, did you ever think that a ridiculous purple getup would strike fear into St. Canard's smartest and handsomest criminals? No. Has it ever crossed your mind that gas guns and grappling hooks were the best way to enforce a trumped-up and phony idea of justice? No. Okay, Megaball. Oh, back away. You're invading Drake's space. I'm gonna have to drop you. Later, when Drake gets home, crime bots attack the house and take Gosling's friend, so she convinces Drake to head out as Darkwing Duck, thus living up to the title of the comic, The Duck Knight Returns. After the villains Quackerjack, Liquidator, and Bushwood with Megavolt return to get revenge on Quackworks by blowing up a toy store, Quackerjack, this is not the way to get vengeance over what happened to Toys R Us. We cut to Darkwing at Quackworks itself. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the classic rock act that never retires. I am Darkwing Duck. Darkwing, leave the talking to oneself to those that do so, not including me. Draco goes in. Darkwing goes inside the building to learn of the founder until he finds out that Quackworks had no official founder, that it was made by the good people of the city. He even realized that other people were leaving old jobs to work for Quackworks, which included Fowl and Shush. But all of a sudden, we would see Steelbeak had appeared to confront Darkwing, but it turns out to be a random guy, which I guess was a mistake of identity. It's Maury Frankenstein's retirement party, and he requested the best lounge singer from Quackworks School of Crooning. Octavia?
That school is for hacks that I never trusted anybody from a degree from it. They've spent months on Tony Bennett's, but 1 week on Sinatra.
Fair enough. The villains, on the other hand, get surrounded by crime bots when they realize that they are known as the Fearsome Five and their leader, Negaduck. But all this does is send Quackerjack into a violent rampage and destroys all the crime bots. bots and even salvage their components to create a brand new version of the toy he carries, Mr. Banana Brain. Oh, folks, I'm full of hate and wires. And from the glowing eyes, AA batteries. Goslin hears about the toy store exploding and heads over to where Launchpad is, but falls asleep. As she falls asleep, she pulls an Anakin Skywalker by turning on the plane and is saved by Launchpad McQuack. Darkwing Duck meets with Mori, who Darkwing Duck remembers as one of the original designers for the Crime Bots for Quackworks. He says that there was something malicious in the Crime Bots and gives Darkwing the codes. Oh, please. Don't let it be the level select code. Odes again. Melissa is still having freakouts from that. Darkwing uses the codes, but before he can get an enter, he is confronted by guard dogs who he takes out with his signature gas gun and tries to lose a flock of flamingos. Honker, friend of Goslin, I mentioned earlier, is strapped to an interrogation. You know, I've seen police cars when I was doing the walk and riding the bus. I even got back to St. Albert in one of those when I was missing in my second year of high school, and I've never seen an interrogation scene before in real life, so I'm going to take a wild guess here and assume that it doesn't work like that. Darkwing enters the manufacturing plant where the crime bots are being developed and outfitted with cowboy hats. They try to kill him, but he is saved by the arrival of Launchpad and Goslin. Darkwing argues because of an incident that happened when Darkwing's arch nemesis Negaduck armed for war after discovering Darkwing's Duck's secret identity. Before Darkwing can pull the trigger, earlier models of the Quackwork crime bots stopped him. After that incident, that had to hang up his cape and keep Goslin safe and stop being Darkwing for 1 year. I'm sorry, Dad. I've been waiting a whole year to say this. Are you crazy? I think she's been watching too much Samurai Jack. You've always said, let's get dangerous. But you don't say, let's get dangerous unless they figure out where we live. And you certainly don't say, let's get dangerous unless we can't afford it. That made Darkwing get his confidence back and to Launchpad's relief, and we soon seen that he attempted to join the Rescue Rangers. I knew Darkwing Duck, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and Gargoyles live in the same universe as DuckTales, but they forgot to add the Mighty Ducks to the DuckTales 2017 reboot. The villains spot the Thunderquack and follow them in their Mexican and cheap knockoff. If they brought that from that country, I'm placing Crackerjack in Mexico and board him. The Crybots spot the planes and capture them. After how Negaduck destroyed the original Banana Brain, we meet the mastermind of this whole deal. The one who's been manipulating the crime bots, Taurus Bulba, or as he was rebuilt into a cyborg, RoboCow. The villains dozen heroes attack him. Darkwing... Let's get dangerous. The villains are sent to the HR bot. And after they took down Taurus, Gosling says a word that activates the Gizmo Duck suit, which flies to her and becomes Gosmo Duck. Like, wait, Gosling gets the Gizmo Duck suit before a launch pad? Frickin' cheapskates! Taurus downloaded his mind into an AI and attacked. Both him and Darkwing fall to the ground. But he still has some fight left because he ain't done. Ain't KO'd yet, but Goslin defeats him very quickly. We then cut to Goslin, Launchpad, and Darkwing at a meeting with someone. Since Quackworks was too big to fail, the board asked me to oversee its structuring. Scrooge McDuck and bless me bagpipes. There are going to be some big changes around here. He decides that normal people should be to place normal people in charge of their own jobs and not letting robots do all the work. The villains end up in a prison, much to Megavolt's relief, and even appoints Launchpad as the new CEO of Quackworks. And so this comic ends. And with two people who hate happy endings, Magica Dispel and Negaduck. This comic is okay for the most part. And that's all for the video. Well, next time we're going Back to the Future 3. Remember that one video set with a 1920 theme to it? Well, we're going even further back to the past, to the time of the Old West. But until then, remember to, as this has been Media League 6.
Be sure to subscribe for more videos are on the way.
His rockets ignite!